Hey traders, Raghee here, and in this update we're going to talk about the most important thing that you need to be a really productive, successful trend follower, and it's patience. It's not a secret squiggle. It's not really anything necessarily on the chart that will come before the patience to wait for two things. One, to wait for the trend to actually organize and not front run the structure of the trend. In other words, wait for the requisite number of grab candles or whatever indicator you might be using. Maybe it's a moving average cross or something else. Wait for the trend in that systematic way. What is your process, right? What is your process not only for the entry, but what is your process for the environment, right? How do we know what underlying environment, market behavior we're dealing with? For me, we're going to have that 8 to 10 grab candles. For me, it's going to be the structure of the 8, the 13, the 21, and then separately the 34 exponential moving averages. When I can check the box for both of these, I'm in good shape. That's process, right? Being able to check those boxes consistently. And that's just the environment, right? So first, am I trading an environment where the strategy is more likely to work than not? Okay, then we move on to strategy. Right? So structure, another way to look at that process that I just described is what is the structure of the symbol that you're looking at. By the way, we happen to be looking at the 10-year, right? And I'm going to talk about the 30-year in this video as well and some of the other downtrends that I really like in this environment. Structure first, then we move on to strategy. So structure first, then strategy. Well, what's the strategy? We've had a couple bounces to the 21 propulsion, and we had another one today, as well as finally a bounce into the 34 EMA wave. This is what we're waiting for. Now, in the case of ZN, the 10-year, we did have the resistance of the 21 as well as the resistance of the wave. And frankly, as long as this remains a momentum bearish trend, I'm fine if we move clear up to, in this case, the top line of the wave, the 34 EMA on the high, right? This entire zone is shortable, or you can get long puts. The ZB is a little bit different, not much, structure still there. I would be very, very careful with only 3 propulsion dots, but 3 is the minimum that validates the 21. And then as you can see here, we headed right back up into the wave. Excellent. We've done this before. Look at the drop. Now, I'm not saying that's the level of drop we're going to get, but what I'm saying is if you're trying to position yourself for a trend following short, this is the process. Structure over strategy, or structure first, then strategy, and the patience and the process to wait for the environment that's going to work for these short the rips, right? Okay, what are other great downtrends? Well, we're finally getting follow through on the Russell. I would be very careful re-entering the Russell because clearly, as we've seen a whole lot more weakness in the likes of NQ and ES, and I'd even say the YM, the Russell is being very stubborn. The Russell is being very stubborn. We're not able to take out some of those lows in any convincing way. I still think the shorts are valid, but I would be far more inclined to wait for the 34 EMA on the close if I'm going to re-enter this again, right? And then the NASDAQ. NASDAQ is awesome. We want to continue to look for rips higher in the NAS. I don't know the next time we're going to get a rip higher in the NAS, but if we do, keep an eye on the 21, keep an eye on the wave. Do you see how the process and the zones are very, very similar, right? Process and zones are very similar. Structure over strategy. So you might say, Rog, okay, I see you're counting grab candles and you're waiting for this market to bounce up into a moving average. I can see you've got some interesting white dots in play. This is actually the 8 exponential moving average crossing the 200. That's basically what that is. You can get all of these indicators over at countdowntrader.com. Right, so go grab those from countdowntrader.com. You can download the grab candles, the wave, the propulsion dots, as well as, I didn't talk about these, those Darvis 2.0 support and resistance. Get used to these visually. Get used to these on your chart. Get used to that read, the colors, because look, it's going to take a little while for your eyes to get comfortable with this. And then on March 9 at 8 p.m., I believe it's going to be 8 p.m. Eastern on March 9, I'm going to show you what I've been doing with these indicators, what kind of trends we've been taking advantage of. You're looking at just a few of them right here. What are the trends we've been taking advantage of, whether that be the downtrend in NASDAQ and Russell, the uptrend in crude, which we just bought, double green, bullish momentum, bullish trend, buying the pullback, same set of tools. Looking at the 21 when the dots are visible, waiting for the market to head down in the wave and bounce. Now, if you're watching this video saying, okay, Rog, this is cool, but is this futures only? Absolutely not. On the stock side of things, we've been on a tear. So we've got the Qs, we've got the IWM, same futures trades, but now executed through the ETF. We've been long Coke. We've been long Mo. We've been taking advantage of shorts in the XLY. If you can understand the strategy that I just explained for the futures, it then scales out to other asset classes. This is where this gets exciting. It's universal and robust. These are free tools. Go grab them from countdowntrader.com. I'll see you on March 9. Follow the colors. How should you be building your watch list in this environment? Follow the double greens for long positions and follow the double reds for shorts. Stick with the longs in crude and oil stocks. Stick with the shorts in tech, whether that be the NASDAQ or other sectors like the XLY that we're also short in. Look for the shorts in those environments. And we started off with a look at the treasuries. Take advantage of the rips, okay? I'll see you all in the next update. Hey traders, Raghee from Simpler Trading. Thank you so much for watching this video. Be sure to leave a like and a comment below. And remember, subscribe and click the bell icon so you'll get notified of the next update. And when you're ready to join me for live trading, be sure to head on over to simplertrading.com. I'll see you in the next update.